This car, I worked for a shop in Melbourne in Florida, and we decided to take the roof off this thing back in '96, and then it sat, when I left the shop there, it sat on the gentleman's rack I used to work for forever. So a little bit of history about this car. It was it belonged to I think an F-16 pilot. He worked at one of the bases in Florida. He blew the engine up. We took the engine out and rebuilt it, or put another one in it. Still didn't work. But while we were doing that, we had this harebrained idea to take the roof off it and make this roof here, which we actually put a gutter on it. We put a Buick sunroof in it, which is a glass panel, which is right there, which I've got to put back in. Half the interior came out. We put these like shadow Jaguar door handles in there. They're not very practical, but they're kind of cool looking. And then we grafted the hood to some Alfa Romeo fenders to get that sculptured look, like on the headlight there. And we sort of give it like an Aston Martin kind of front. All this down here is all fiberglass. We molded it. I've got to do a lot of work there. So this whole hood, it lifts up. If I can lift it up like that. Yep, it's got a V12 engine in it. Yes, it's a problem. Got to do lots of work here. We even put these like side doors in here so we can you can see that, get rid of some of the air. We're going to duct it into the engine compartment. So little trick things. Most of this car's leaded up too, so it's welded and leaded. This tailgate came from, I think, a Toyota. I had to re-sculpture this, and I've done some lead work on the corners here. It's got BMW rear lights we're putting back in it. That just lifts up. Yep, this lifts up. Back seats are probably not going to be put back in. All this is going to get tidied up. It's all coming apart. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting project. Haven't been able to get to it forever. It's been in my garage here for 2 years now, and it's been in there for 2 years. Haven't had a chance to do anything to it. Having lost my job here in January, I think it's high time to put myself to work and fix this thing. So yeah, kind of try and do it as cheap as I can, but still not skimp on it. The back axle's got to come out. The back axle, the back brakes are seized up. We did put, I did put new brakes on it, which you can't see, but new brakes down there on the front. But the engine's coming out, the transmission's coming out, the back axle's coming out, and we'll see how we go.
Movavi. Movavi. Movavi.
So I have to get a little more height on this, so I've got a block under the diff here, and it'll lift the car up a bit more. Bit of a tragic place.
Movavi.
And then
Movavi. 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 Movavi.
Gotta go up a bit more.
Movavi. Movavi.
Should be good.
Movavi. Movavi. Movavi.
Bit of PB blaster actually helps trying to get the everything freed up under there on the exhaust, because that's got to come off next. Is the exhaust has got to come down. It's called a bridge pipe, goes through the frame, goes back through, and then these bolts come off here, these 4 bolts, and this paddle, this thing here that stops the bars from the, makes this bar, keeps this in place basically. And with a Jag suspension, there's no top arm. The only thing there is this big nut here with a big bearing in there. So once you undo this, if you undo this, this whole thing could fall down. The only thing that keeps it on there is this big nut and the wheel on there. Like I said, there's no top arm, there's only a bottom arm, which is kind of cool. Really, it was really advanced in its day. It came out on the E-Type, I think, first, the XKE. So pretty good, pretty cool system. I know a lot of hot rod guys use them because they're like kind of easy to do. It's just a one big unit. You'll see when I get it out here soon. So anyway, that's what we're doing next. Pull our rear end out. And it's a Jag, so it helps to have a big hammer for some of this stuff, because some of it just doesn't want to come off. You might be able to see that rubber piece is like moving, but the metal piece is not coming off in the middle. It's going to take a while to get these off, but we won't. Finally, that took forever. You can see what piece is missing. It's stuck on there. That piece is stuck on there. It's got to come off. That's going to be interesting. It fell out the rubber. The rubber piece in the middle here. Alright, put this off. Come on, go. Yay! Hey, it's off. Nasty piece of thing. But that goes up here, and it's supposed to go in the rubber thing, so that's a whole new piece. I had a little gouge there, but it'll be alright. Alright, got that off, good job. Well, that's one side. Got it down, got that piece off. Now we go to the other side and do the other side. See if we get that one down, see if it's easier than that one. I don't know, I sprayed it earlier. Maybe it'll come down easier, maybe it'll be the same way. It's the same age, so who knows. Last time I played with this was like 96, so it's been a long time. Alright, this is the other side. I think it's going to come off pretty easy. It's like really loose. I'll move my light. Yeah, it's probably going to pop off, this one. Yeah, not bad. That actually came off in one piece, that one. If you can see that. Probably changed this one last time, but who knows. Anyway, progress. That's what I got to get off. Bridge pipes. Now I'll crawl under there and have a go at it. Come on, nut, come out. So you and me are going to take a crawl around underneath this back axle here. I'm going to turn this camera. So that's the hub. That's the car up here. This is the back axle. This paddle thing's got to come off. This is a bar. Stops this axle from moving backwards and forwards. But what we're really going after is the calipers. Now I changed these calipers back in the 90s and the car just sat. So the exhaust has got to come off. The drive shaft's got to come off. And then this whole apparatus here, this whole axle is all going to come out from under the car. That thing there is a speed sensor because it's got cruise control on it. So that's pretty new for one of these guys, even though it's an 82 car. And yeah, so we're going to pull this whole thing out. I've got some fuel lines up there to fix. And then the exhaust is coming down, and then that whole gearbox and engine all the way down there. That's all coming out too. But today, back axle. So we get back to it. Jaguar, I love to put nuts and bolts together. I'm not captive anything. I just love doing that stuff. It's like kit car stuff. That's why Jaguar's out of business, because they just engineering not that good sometimes. What would it case to just put a captive nut in it and have a nut and bolt in it? That's crazy for the speed sensor. Jag makes things so difficult sometimes. Can't lose that. And even a little spacer on it. Oh, and I dropped it. Alright, that's off. No speed sensor, gotta be careful of this guy. Oh, I've got to take that out too. Alright, almost ready to come down. Got the bridge pipes, got to get these guys out. If you can see these guys, these exhaust pipes have got to come out. They go all the way through the frame. Drive shaft's off, so we should be good. I think I got this one now. Last bolt. There's the drive shaft out. That's not bad. Drive shaft out, and then I got to undo the. I don't know if you can see it. There's a speed sensor right there for the cruise control. Got to undo that. And then the bridge pipes, the exhaust pipe that goes through the cradle here. Just goes, you can't see it, but it goes through here, and then we'll be good. I think. All the bolts out on the other side.
Movavi. Movavi. Movavi.
Let's see if we can get this thing together.
Movavi. 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 Movavi.
Culprit. that guy, and that actually these are brand new. And this one here,
Movavi.
if you can see it, that one there, totally locked up. So
Movavi.
yeah, I've got new calipers to go in here.
Movavi.
Clean it, fix the handbrake calipers. Actually they work, I just need greasing them up.
Movavi.
Take the cradle apart, clean all the parts up, paint it maybe. At
Movavi.
least I know I serviced it. No oil leaks anywhere, so it looks good. Input shaft seal looks good.
Movavi.
Seal's not leaking. But to get the calipers off, there's bolts in there I've got to pull out. So,
Movavi.
but it's not a bad end to work on really.
Movavi. Movavi.
That's what it looks like in its entirety. And
Movavi.
they gotta get out. They're kind of buried up in there. You can barely see them. There's a bolt there with a hole in it. There's
Movavi.
a lock wire in there. Obviously, I didn't do that either, but it's a mess.
Movavi.
So I am going to take it all apart and clean it. It all looks good though.
Movavi.
I'll probably grease the bearings up too. Yeah, and up in here,
Movavi.
these fulcrums in here. These guys. There's little bushings. There are felt bushings with a steel
Movavi.
ring. I usually used to super glue them together and put them back in. There's a needle roller in there as well, but it's only got, I don't know, 30,000 or 40,000 miles on the whole car, so it hasn't done very much work. And again, it lived in Florida for it lived in Florida all its life, so. Right. Carry on. The other thing you can see is that this here, it has a bushing in it, and this one is the one that fell apart, so it needs new bushings in there on these arms. And like I said before, really interesting about this thing, the only way the wheels stay up is it's got this big nut on the end of the axle, and so the axle is actually holding the wheel up. There's no top arm, which is quite amazing really. You think about it, one bottom arm making the whole thing work. And this is what, designing what, 63 or something with the E-Type when it came out. So the engineering was way ahead of its time, I think. And if you look at like Polaris UTVs and ATVs, they have exactly the same looking hub, except for they do have a top arm. But this industry standard came a lot on vehicles, so pretty cool how like nothing's new. It's all been done before.
Movavi.
Well, it's time for a cup of tea, I think.
Movavi.
And have some dinner. And then have a go back at this.
Movavi.
For dinner. Cheers.
Movavi. Movavi.